From Wood TV 8, this is a breaking news alert.
You don't know what to expect from Mother Nature, you know. She's got a mind, and when she wants to set it loose, she's going to do what she wants. And she did. She did.
Tornado trounced at least 2 West Michigan towns pummeled by twisters, trees torn down, roofs ripped off, cars crushed, just a real mess out there. The good news, though, no reports of serious injuries or deaths. We are hitting this tornado outbreak with team coverage for you tonight. First, though, we need to get to the radar as these storms wrap up for the night, and we get a look at the potential for more severe weather in less than 24 hours. Hello, everyone. I'm Michelle DeSelms here with Chief Bill Steffen to walk us through what's happening right now and, of course, what we can expect for tomorrow, Bill.
Well, Michelle, first of all, things are winding down tonight, so that's the good news, but there is a chance for more heavy thunderstorm activity here during the day tomorrow. We do have an aerial flood advisory in effect here for the early morning. It covers Ottawa, Kent, and Montcalm counties off to the south down toward I-94. We've had a lot of rain out there over the past 3 days. Up to 6 inches or more of rain has fallen in some areas. A lot of ponding of water. Some of the creeks and smaller rivers are fairly high, so beware of that as you drive around here during the early morning. Here's what's left on Storm Track Live. Showers are winding down. You can see the red and yellow kind of shrinking as it moves off toward the east. We'll continue to stay mostly cloudy overnight tonight. There's a shower passing by Hillsdale there. There was a power outage of about 700 in northern Hillsdale and southwest Jackson County. That was likely due to winds there. This is the severe weather outlook area for tomorrow afternoon. This is a low or marginal outlook, and it's basically southeast of Kent County. So if you're in Kalamazoo, Battle Creek, Lansing, over toward Ann Arbor, Detroit, you'll have a chance for an isolated thunderstorm with strong winds here during the day tomorrow. We'll tell you more about that, and we've got some dry weather finally in the 8-day forecast. We'll show you that in just a few minutes.
Thanks, Bill. Our team coverage continues live now with Dana White near Lake Odessa. So, Dana, what's it like out there where you are tonight?
That's right, Michelle. As you can see behind me, the tornado forcing this tree to crash right into the back of this truck. But the homeowner here and down the road, they tell me that they're just thankful that everyone is okay.
It was very horrifying. I was laying in the bedroom. I heard it all, seen it all.
Ted Thompson lives at the corner of Harwood and Clarksville in Lake Odessa. He says tonight he experienced something he's never been through before. A tornado striking his elderly parents' home, forcing a tree to fall on their truck.
Kind of nerve-wracking, you know. You don't know what to expect from Mother Nature, you know. She's got a mind, and when she wants to set it loose, she's going to do what she wants. And she did. She did. And thankful everybody's all right.
It was loud. The house kind of shook, and it was over. Less than 30 seconds.
Michael Gutierrez lives not too far from Thompson at Jordan Lake and Bipley Road. Even though the duration of the tornado touching down was short, the damage is severe.
And the tree blew back to the east, tipped all the way over and snapped off, and that's when my wife said, head to the basement. All 3 barns are gone. A number of the trees have been torn down and uprooted. Vehicles are damaged.
These two saying at the end of a frightening night, they're grateful that no one got hurt.
My biggest thing was to take care of my parents, you know, and that was my main thing. Their safety before mine.
I'm happy to be alive, you know. I don't take anything for granted anymore.
Now, when it comes to next steps, these homeowners say that they're going to contact their insurance companies to figure out exactly what they can get covered. But this cleanup process is set to continue for days to come. Michelle?
Yeah, we'll be hearing those chainsaws for a couple of days at least. Dana, thanks for that. The Remus area just east of Canadian Lakes also took a hit from what's likely a small tornado. Storm Team 8 called it after seeing a debris ball.
Hey, Michelle, we are here near Sylvester in Mecosta County. This is a pretty rural area. There's a lot of farmland when you come out of here. It's pretty quiet as well, which is why it's also terribly dark right now. There are no street lights right now, but crews have been here working at this substation behind me for several hours. They've cleared now, but this is one of the areas where we did see some of that damage earlier this afternoon. Again, it's a little bit difficult to see, but a lot of that fencing here was bent around. There are some concrete pieces that were kind of tilted out of place. Quite a bit of damage. And then a little bit further down, about a block that way, again, you won't be able to see it at this point, a block that way, there was some closures on the road. We did get some viewer video which showed some of the damage down that way. That was 70th Avenue where that was. You can see lots of downed trees and debris in that video. There was even a cow standing on top of some of that debris at one point. Our crew actually couldn't get down that roadway because of the damage. There are some down power lines, and the crews that are working there didn't want us to go down there because of the danger, obviously. Additionally, block the other way, we did see some damage on 85th Street. There I did meet a neighbor who had a barn that had come down. She told me that there were 2 horses inside of the barn at the time that severe weather hit. She says things kind of went black, and then the next thing she knew, she heard her barn coming down. Those 2 horses that were inside, though, they did survive. They managed to get out of the barn, luckily, and so far we haven't heard of any injuries, but there are quite a bit of downed trees in this area, so if anyone comes this way, again, this is near Sylvester in Mecosta County, you'll need to be careful. We'll send it back to you, Michelle.
All right, thanks for that. Ellen Baca, of course, alerting you from the tracking center all day long. Tonight, she is in the field taking a look at the damage.
Hey, so we're on Henderson Road, and we're just on the northeast side of Lake Odessa, and this is right where one of the tornado warnings really picked up steam in terms of debris. So we're out surveying the damage, trying to get a good look to see what's matching up with radar data. And of course, you can see that we have a downed play set. We also have a barn that was about 100 years old. That definitely met its match today with the tornadic winds. We pan over, though. Here's to compare for you. This is a brand new barn, and it was untouched. So this is the type of damage we're looking for. The camper flipped to give us an indication of how fast the wind would be at the surface. Now, you have to look very carefully, too, because not only do we have bigger pieces of damage, we also have things like a trampoline that was picked up, crumpled, and then thrown out into the lawn behind this household. So this is the type of damage and debris that we're watching for to help put a number and attach an EF rating to the tornado. With this amount of damage, I would not be surprised if this started here as an EF0. Now, earlier today at about 4:45 is when we saw the tornado get going, especially on Storm Track Live. One of the ways that we are able to confirm it was a tornado is by something called a debris ball. So if we play this clip forward for you, you can see how the tornado warning follows the debris ball as it tracks off to the northeast through Ionia County until eventually that ball became wider and more dispersed. And that's an indication to us meteorologists that it fell apart. We'll also be continuing to survey some of the damage to make sure that it was, in fact, a tornado. One of those tells is swirling winds, something that we saw indicating the swirl pattern crops. In fact, just down the road from this location, we saw a cornfield that was laid down in swirl patterns as the tornado rolled through this region. We'll continue to survey the damage and keep you updated on National Weather Survey crews as they get out and about tomorrow to attach rating amounts to the storm damage that we saw earlier today. For now, in Ionia County, Ellen Baca, News 8.
Ellen, and it wasn't just tornadoes and heavy winds that did damage today. A lot of people are dealing with scenes like this. That's from a neighborhood in Cutlerville. Flooded homes, basements, and roads from all that rain. Again, we are tracking the potential for more rain tomorrow, and in some places it could be heavy once again. Of course, that means you'll want to stay alert. Download the Storm Teammate app on your phone. If any severe weather strikes, we will break in live on television or Facebook, and of course at woodtv.com.